Hey guys, how you all doing? So I just wanted to make a follow-up video for the video I made recently on why I quit Wuthering Waves. Now I've only been around for gacha games since Genshin Impact released. That was like my introduction to gacha games. And funnily enough, I did not give a shit about the gacha element of the games when I first played them. I saw the pull screen, thought, what the hell is this? And I just kept playing the game like I normally would. And I miss that feeling. I miss that feeling when I would first play a gacha game and just not give a shit about pulling. Because I just wanted to experience the game in itself, you know? But as time goes on and all you've got to look forward to is new patches and characters, the gacha becomes the content, you know? And that's my biggest issue with gacha games. For example, Honkai Star Rail, absolutely phenomenal game, I love it. Story, fantastic. Combat, fun as hell. Characters, unique and interesting. Music, absolutely amazing. And the same can be said with Genshin Impact, Xenoblade Zero and Wuthering Waves, right? But once you get past that honeymoon period of the game and truly start the grind, that's when you start to feel a little bit detached from the game itself. Each game has exactly the same formula. You log in, do dailies, do a boring event that nobody cares about, because at the end of the day, we just want the in-game currency, right? The Primo Gems, the Solar Jades. Now obviously there are some events that are actually good, but it's still hard to view it as regular content and not just a Primo Gem ATM. Because lately, I've been revisiting one of my favorite games of all time, Persona 5 Royal, and playing that game is honestly the crux of why I decided to make this video. There is no time waste in that game. Everything you do has a purpose. It actually feels like you're playing the game. In gacha games, it's different. You're not enjoying the world and seeing what the story has to offer, you're working towards your next gambling session. The games just start to feel like a chore. It's almost like a job for some people. Now you could argue that the gacha aspect of the game and the grind you need to do for it is actually fun, and honestly, sure, more power to you. I still wouldn't be playing Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail every day to this very day if I didn't enjoy it a little bit, you know? I mean, I grew up with games like RuneScape, and like the first generation Pokemon and shit where grinding is mandatory. So naturally I do have like an affinity for that kind of thing. But this is ultimately why I quit Wuthering Waves. When 1.3 came out, I logged in to do my dailies and I realized this is just gonna become another Genshin Impact. I'm gonna be super invested and it's gonna be impossible for me to stop later down the line because of the sunk cost fallacy, right? And that's not because of the money I put into the game, it's because of the time I put into the game. And that's the thing, right? That's how gacha games get you. In reality, money isn't the most valuable currency, it's time. When you put a lot of time into something, that becomes important to you, bar none. You either spend a ridiculous amount of money or a ridiculous amount of time. There's no in between. And don't worry guys, I'm not in denial about this regarding Star Rail and Genshin Impact. I know, I have sunk cost fallacy too. Those two games, they've got me by the balls, okay? And honestly, I think Wuthering Waves is a good game. It's free after all. You can experience this whole world for free and enjoy all the shit for free. These are good games. It has great character designs. I've seen the new upcoming character designs and they do look amazing, okay? I am not in denial about that. Because when I made my video about why I'm quitting Wuthering Waves, a lot of people were calling me like a Hoyo shill and stuff, and for those of you who are unaware, I criticize Genshin Impact a lot, okay? I criticize Hoyo games in general a lot, okay? If you watch my streams, you have no idea, okay? Sorry, unless you watch my streams, I should say. Those of you watching this right now, if you watch me live, you know I shit on these games a lot, okay? And who knows, maybe I'll go back to playing Wuthering Waves in the future. And if I do, I want to experience it not as a gacha game, but just as an ordinary gaming experience. I miss that feeling of just not giving a shit and just playing a game for what it is. I miss the days when I would just chuck in a PlayStation 2 disc, hear the shing da loud as fuck opening music, Jesus Christ. Wake my parents up at 1 AM. I miss that feeling of just sitting back, relaxing, and getting absorbed in a new game. Gacha games don't really do that, especially if you're trying to juggle multiple of them. And right now, I'm pretty content with just Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. And yes, that is 100% because of sunk cost fallacy, like I mentioned before. They've got me by the balls, okay guys, I'm sorry. But it is also because I really like those games a lot. They are both phenomenal games, they're fantastic. If you made a brand new account in both Genshin Impact and Star Rail, more so Genshin Impact, and you just play the games and then consume all the free content from start to finish, all the exploration, all the story quests, everything, that's a lot of stuff for free. That's so much content, that's so much free stuff you can consume with your time. And it's fun. When you completely ignore the gacha aspect of these games, They are great games. And I'm sure Wuthering Waves is gonna be too in the future. Like, forget the grinds, forget all the lame events nobody wants to do, you just jump in, do what you want, and have fun. And I miss that. I crave that feeling from games. And unfortunately, I can't get it from Genshin Impact and Star Rail. I just can't. It's impossible. That's actually a reason why I don't make much Zenless Zone Zero content. I actually don't play that game. I mean, I do, but not like not how you're meant to play it. I honestly think I'm just plainly burnt out at this point. I've actually been procrastinating really hard on event content lately, such as the Luca event in version 2.5 of Honkai Star Rail and the Rapper event in 2.6. I didn't finish those events until like the very last day. I just really didn't feel like playing them, you know? But again, it was the FOMO, it was the fear of missing out that, you know, took me back. And I really didn't like that. I didn't like that feeling, because it was a very good story-based event, both of them were. It gave Luca the spotlight, Rapper is a good character too. But I want to play the game for the content I feel like playing, you know? Like, I don't want to play fucking Genshin Impact to play some stupid-ass mini-games that don't give me any sense of gratification, okay? Like, I'm sorry, this new event in Genshin frickin' 5.2, the Solali and Oron one, where you've got to play co-op and move those balls, like, no, I can't do that shit, dude, no. I don't play Genshin Impact to play fucking Pokemon, okay? Holy shit. I've actually seen content creators, I've heard content creators say that they like just hire someone to do all that stuff for them, and I'm kinda envious of that, because they don't get burnt out of the game. You know, being forced to play things that you just don't want to play. And that's fair too, you know, I don't blame them for doing that at all. Ordinary people like you and me, we can't do that. We can't just throw money and get shit done for us. We gotta work for a living. We have to play every day to earn our Stellar Jades, to earn our Primo Gems. Oh, it's just an endless grind, isn't it? Honestly, we just kind of tolerate this so we can enjoy future content of the game. That's really all it is. And yeah, this is the crux of why I quit Wuthering Waves, guys. That's why. I like the game, it's a good game, the combat's fun, the exploration was pretty good, the story was but you know, who cares? But I started to feel detached from it. It started to feel just like a time sink gacha game. That's all it was. And who knows, like I said before, I might just jump back into it in the future. Maybe down the line when it's like version 4.0 or something, I'll be like, you know what? I'm just gonna jump in and play the game. Who knows? I might like it again. Anyways guys, that's all I wanted to say about this topic. What do you think about this, by the way? Are you guys getting burnt out of gacha game content? There's so many amazing gacha games coming out, and that's just more dailies we gotta do. That's just more boring events that we gotta get into because sunk cost fallacy and all that crap. It's exhausting, you know? And that's why, honestly, if any of you out there are in the same boat as me, just play the games like a normal game. And I know that can be hard because you want new characters and such, but unless you're super rich, it's just not worth it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that lovely stuff down below. Do comment, by the way. I love to interact with everyone. It's a good time. Thank you so much for watching, and as usual, I'll see you all in the next one.